And mic check, mic check. Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Don't forget, trading is risky. Make sure that you stuff in check, because if you don't, there's some big red day like I had today. Make sure before we get started here, smash that like button. Don't forget, follow us over here on our social media, right here on Instagram, probably the most amount of fun right here if you're going to pick one, and of course here on Discord if you want to hang out with the rest of the crew and learn how we earn and what we do for systems and all that kind of good stuff. Don't forget, the new website is coming out this weekend, so if you don't hit it up, you're going to miss out on that gold opportunity with 3 bots included, etc. So I have to mention that right off the bat. Let's come into screen number 1 and let's talk about what happened here today. So pull over my performance report here for today. Got the 16th here, and it was unfortunate. I took a pretty large drawdown. I planned to trade the afternoon, so another one of those scenarios where this could happen to you. So I had a rough morning, didn't do too well in the morning session, came back from the first couple of losses, end up with a minus 1,000 after commissions here today. Went heavy on several of my trades there. Again, max drawdown there, over 6,000. Well, yeah, just over $6,000 on my full drawdown, and closing out the day at a minus 1,057. Now, mind you, that was my morning session. If you guys have been following along in the small account challenge, I don't know if the thumbnail got updated. I tried to update it a minute ago, but for some reason I see in the Discord chat it still says day 51. Hopefully, if you're watching this later on, it says day 52. So technically today was the 52nd actual trading day. That does not include weekends. Again, we're several months into this contest at this point. But 52, officially the 52nd day of the trading contest. I do include days that I don't trade, even if Ross doesn't trade. From Warrior Trading, this is the competition between Warrior Trading and of course Algobox, and we're just kind of showcasing what we can do, and you guys can check out what they can do as well. And I think Ross even traded through some vacations, so props to him on being able to do some of that. But life comes and goes and gets in the way, right? Again, I'm kind of got a lot of things going on with myself. I did kind of want to get back after it after having a red day yesterday. So this is 2 days in a row. Pretty uncommon thing, for me particularly, but it happened. I'm assuming it has a lot to do with what's going on with me. I really thought I would be able to trade the afternoon session. So again, I normally, if I'm going to do a morning session, I'm not usually recording the morning sessions. I'll only end up recording the afternoon. So I thought it'd be perfectly fine. Oh, I'll get in here and don't worry, I'll be able to make this back up in the afternoon. Well, of course, life happens and situations happen and family situations and kids and, pregnancy and all that kind of stuff that's going on here with our family right now. My dad being, getting out of the hospital and all that kind of whatnot. Just things are occurring right now. So, well, the afternoon did not get to be able to come back and trade the afternoon session. So I did not get to come back from the morning session. So there is where we lie on that 57% profitable. Look at that horrible profit factor there. And I was trying to fight a J-hook. So I've told you guys before, be careful on the J-hooks. Okay, they are complicated. They have some of the most risk, but they also have some of the biggest reward. And yes, I battled through one and ended up taking a full stop on one of those, and then tried it again, not really in the J-hook, but I had a setup that continued. Anyway, it was a rough setup for me, got deep in the negative, and then ended up kind of coming back a bit on a few trades after that. But again, really had to kind of get going this morning and just kind of left it after I was frustrated with some things and thought, it's okay, I got the afternoon. This is how I've taught you guys to do it. If you're going to come back in a late afternoon, and you got 2 sessions, right? You got the morning session, got the afternoon session. Walk away after after you're getting through your 5 trades on our 5 trade paper. I know every once in a while we get some brand new folks, so this is that paper here. If you want to go print one of these out, you can head on over to our Discord chat and click on the tips and tricks section, and you will see the papers that we also have there, as well as the calendar. We are going to digitize this because we found out from Econo Day, some people tried to go and get their Econo Day calendars, and they're sold out. And of course, it's probably because it's 2021. If you're buying one right now, they're probably printing out 2022s, but they are completely sold out of the 2021 calendar that we are using, so we can look ahead of time, knowing things like today that's important. This is the day before OPEX. Tomorrow is going to be Friday. Told you guys at the end of today, I expected a lot of volatility at the end of today because tomorrow is the final OPEX for this session. So Friday, that's tomorrow, is going to be a massively, volatile day. We always expect that, but the day before can also be, especially at the end of day. So I was really excited, really thought I'd have the opportunity to make it back in the afternoon, just was not able to come back and do so. So top right up here, I wanted to point this out. Look at this beautiful ES on the high. Well, it's really our mid time frame here. On that Mac-V, we have a beautiful, perfect setup with the HMD plus the white bubble coming in on ES, which gave the big shift for the afternoon. I'm sure some of you guys took advantage of it. I didn't see any of my other members have a red day today outside of myself. Of course, we don't force anybody to present this stuff. We do encourage it though. Beautiful shark play coming in here, so one of our most powerful PRZs, and then the drop off on that big one on the ES. Nice little play there for the afternoon, and wish I could have been around to trade that. Hindsight 2020, of course, coming back to look at that. So stuck with the morning session, ended up with red. Let's see how we're doing in the trading contest. If you've been following along the trading contest, we've been talking a lot about the new website that's coming out, algoboxpro.com. Once we release that, there will be subscription services and lifetime access stuff will go away. Where we currently are, we're including the 3 robots. It's going to be Lunchbot as well as the Generate. That's going to be the Lunchbot as well as the Headshot Bot, and the 2-finger salute going to be included if you are getting in on that before the new website comes out there. So we are at 101,592 after we are on day 52 of the trading contest. Profit factor overall has been pretty good there, 2.09 and 66.97% profitable on that. Those are pretty good stats. Hold time is another one I always like to look at, 2.21 minutes on average for our trades over the time period. Let's get into some of the analysis on that. There is that mountain we've been climbing there. Getting a little rocky here at the end. Let's look at this on the trades. So day over day, doing pretty good there. 2 days of drawdown so far here at the end. I say at the end, I don't know. Ross is at 20,000 now. I think he said he's trying to go to 30,000 before he's ending the contest. Although at one point I swore he said 25. But here we go. We're going to continue on with the contest and continue to show what we're capable of. There's my drawdowns. Yeah, my drawdowns are. If I'm tracking my psychological things here, of course, at the same time, my account size has also increased dramatically. Back here we started with the $2,500 account, and so here we are. We've pressed forward, and now we're over 100K in our accounts here. So yes, it could be some of that as well, but I can just tell, around here, this is where, even in my own life, personal drama is going on. And I'm not going to say that these are directly related to that and being like, oh, it's much, but even my schedule, right? Not being able to come in today and trade an afternoon session with things going on, these are going to be contributing factors for you as well. So again, I really just want to share my struggles along with you guys as well. So that's week over week. How about this one? So, where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're 11 weeks into our contest there. Obviously one big standout week there, but you can kind of just see how, we've steadily grown as our account size grows. Now again, these are not proportionate. It's not like, I'm back here, I'm trading exactly X number of contracts. So up here, I'm, but it's not directly related to my trading size, and my account size is not directly related to the trade size. That's not how that works. In fact, remember, we are traders, we are not investors. This is not about accumulating percentage. So all the people who are always like, oh, what's your percentage? That's not important here. We are traders, okay? Traders versus investors, okay? The T and the I, these are two separate things. So when people are talking about investing and going, well, your percentage gain on your investment, that's not the proper way to look at things when you're trading like we do. This is ours particularly. We are trading futures contracts. We are in, we are out. We are speculators. We are simply taking profits along the way. This is income generation strategy trading. Literally think of it like a business. Buying and selling widgets. We are buying and selling contracts. This is not about taking an account and investing it into something and then letting it grow. That's not what this is, okay? If you're thinking about this in terms of investment, you really have to shift your mindset. This is not about investing. We do not focus on that. This is a business and transactions. That's it. We're buying and selling when the customers show up to the door. Half hour of the day. Yeah, no surprise here. This is really starting to contribute. Both times I have, even recently, my trades were ending right here around noon, and I've had 2 red days in a row, and I think maybe one of my other ones as well, I had shown loss there. Maybe I should stop trading at lunchtime, somewhere around there. But of course, it's usually when I can also have the opportunity to take breaks with what's going on with my family life and stuff like that. So when I have tried to fit that in, I'm doing air quotes here, fit it in, right, and here are the results, right? I would rather play the morning session and then the afternoon. Afternoon still being the best for me. Lots of reasons I've talked about in our training program. So if you guys are interested in that, the training is free. If you would like to use our system for free, you can try it out for free. Our room is of course free as well. You show me another trade room that can do that, I will buy it and I'll buy you a copy as well. Profits over, this is day. Do we do day of week? So standout day there on Wednesday. We've talked a lot about this in our training as well, and as we've gone through the trading contest there, Wednesday's going to be the best. We've got FOMC days. We've got a lot of culminating news events that help us with the volatility coming in on a Wednesday. If you are, a lot of people always ask, Vinny, can I ever trade overnight? Well, again, I don't recommend ever trading overnight, but there are exceptions to that rule, right? When the volatility is very high, if there are macro events going on in the evenings, then the after hours. Tonight would be one of those. Tomorrow's OPEX, okay? So high volatility, if you are watching overnight, this is one of those types of nights to do that. Also on Thursdays and Fridays in general, because of Red Star News events also coming out in the mornings, positioning can be occurring overnight, so those are the only few opportunities. Or if there's Bank of Japan stuff being released, you also have some big announcements in the macro event. Go look in the news events right now. The big bank, I forgot the name of it now, it's escaping me, but there is a major housing bank over there in China that's kind of announced it's kind of going under, and all the drama around that everybody is talking about that kind of being a bellwether for what could come. So I think there's some nervousness coming in the market as well. So I think the next few days we're going to have some additional volatility. So that's good for us. VIX up, ticks up. Higher the VIX, the more ticks. Fridays in general being kind of not, obviously across the board, it's not my best day. In fact, literally my worst day if you're comparing it day over day. Right now, of course, again, this is also, I limit my time that I trade on Fridays as well. So is it that? Is it this? We really don't know. But tomorrow is Friday. I'm hoping to come back tomorrow. Obviously, I'm highly motivated with the last 2 days of loss. I'd like to have a good morning tomorrow. I think we're going to have the opportunity because we've got OPEX tomorrow. So hopefully we'll see if we can make some of that back tomorrow morning. And yeah, any other stats that we need to look at here? Drawdowns, days. Okay, so yeah, so red days in the contest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 2 back-to-backs here. We are 6 losing days over our trading contest, and we are 52 days in on that. Again, keeping our losers smaller than our winners. That's good news. Let's see. Let's look back at drawdowns. We'll flip the other side. Drawdowns pretty consistent, obviously getting larger as our account size gets larger. Max drawdown ever, both biggest days were around $8,000 drawdowns. There were things going on that day. This was the Afghanistan day. This one, I'm forgetting what was going on there. But I can, you can just tell, right? I need to give my own little warnings here. Stuff's going on, right? Me. It's a lot of me, okay? It's really not the markets like that. In fact, the markets are looking fantastic right now. I mean, all these beautiful plays set up. Our room is crushing it. I should be doing a review here. Maybe I'll do one this weekend on just running through some of the stats and the stuff that we've seen from our crew members. You guys rock! And the performance that they're putting up. I'm pretty sure a lot of my members are beating me this week. Let's see, we're doing this live right now. So how many of you guys are beating me this week? Type of 1 if you're whooping my butt. 2 if you're not. But I'm pretty sure there are quite a few of our members that are whooping my tail here this evening. Let's see, what's up, Robert, Waldo, John, Bleak, Vlad, CG, Matt, David Bell. What's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out here with me on my here. So let's come back to the final summary here. We're currently sitting in the contest. I think Ross, I saw Curtis had posted earlier, he's around the 20 or 21,000 mark. We are 5 times his P&L right now. I'm feeling pretty good about that, I'll be honest. But at any moment, look, Ross is a YOLO player. What is that? You only live once, all right? He will go all in on things. He is, you know, you have to know your competition, and you know him particularly. I know that any moment he could, you know, slam some big one, especially as his account size grows in stocks, the way that he plays things and the low floaters. You know, he could come back, and you know, who knows? Maybe he could win. We'll see. All right, folks, we'll just keep doing what we do, and let's see. Did I have any questions? I'll open up for questions here at the end. If anybody wants to hear me talk about anything specifically. Hey, what's up, Dr. Walsh? It's been a while, my friend. Good to see you. And I think overall, can't keep up with it sometimes. It's okay to take breaks. Yeah, music's awesome. Let's see, these lessons are good. Going to night shift. Mic volume up, the music down. Oh, yeah, you know what? So my mic earlier, I found out, wasn't even connected somehow. And so the music is, oh, OBS and I are not getting along this week. He caused me issues yesterday. And then today, I came in, I went to start the stream earlier, and for some reason couldn't get the mic work. I had to unplug it, replug it, relaunch OBS again. So there's just always, there's 100 things to get streaming going, and particularly with this many charts. Oh, and I had to rearrange all my screens again every time my computer goes into sleep. This machine is all worked with OBS. So all the joys of multi-screen streaming. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it and getting stuff out of it as we're doing a little trading contest here. Didn't have any specific trades to kind of go over here today. Again, just basically battled a J-hook. Other trade setups were decent. Had an HMD in there. I think I played the back of a shark. And my other two main ones. Anyhow, if there are other things you guys want to chat about, I will check on the Ask Me Any Questions section and try to do a video this weekend around the things you guys have put in there. We'll go over specific details on that. I think we had a great lesson yesterday. If you guys missed out on yesterday's video, it was day 51 of the trading contest. You notice that video is a little bit longer. I think we had a lot of things covered. We had a lot of FAQs, a lot of people putting in questions, and I got to answer things in detail. So if you guys missed out on day 51, go back and check that one out from yesterday. And this weekend, you're not going to want to miss that one. So I'll try to put some good training in there as well. And specific questions, put them in Ask Me Any Questions if you want to see me put those in on the Saturday video. We'll go through every single one of those in detail. Thanks for hanging out, folks. For me, Pippi, Robbie, Lunchbot, Mod Squad, Curtis, G, and the rest of the gang, straight from my mama's basement for all you trolls. Let's send out that big H-Town to you.